Hello, everybody. I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you today at our next meeting, which is called Expert for Experts. Now, I have a great pleasure to introduce to you today one of our experts. It's Miss Nadia Orfi, who has been successfully working in both Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. And today we're going to talk about what it what it needs for a woman to succeed in the Middle East. Now, before I ask Nadia to introduce let me briefly introduce myself and my company. My name is Beata Stashkov, and I am the owner and the managing director of Mentor EU. Now, Mentor EU is a boutique career management and personal branding consultancy based in London. Now, what we do, we work with senior executive clients wishing to find fulfilling careers. We specialize in helping clients to find jobs on the global marketplace. Now, as a part of our of sharing our expertise, we are inviting senior executives who have successfully built their career to share their experience. Now, over to you, Nadia. Can you introduce yourself and your company and what you do?
Hello, Beta. Hello, everybody. I can say with a few words that I'm bridging between Europe and Greece and the Middle East. So I am an international partnership consult that help companies to open or run their businesses in the Middle East, connecting people from Europe and the Middle East. I have successfully facilitated cooperation between Greek companies and the Middle East and European companies with the Middle East, working in different sectors, running different branches and rebranding for the Middle East. So I can say I'm the person to call if you have activities or expanding in the Middle East.
Fantastic, Nadia. Thank you so much. I think I have a bit of a problem with PowerPoint, so please forgive me. Now, what we are going to do today, we are going to look at the following problems. First of all, I would like you to comment more on why it makes sense to sort of go to the Middle East and build your career there. Basically, why Middle East and North Africa could be a good expert destination. Many of our clients are considering expert careers, and we would like to ask you for some tips on that. Secondly, a lot of Westerners, when they go to the Middle East or North Africa, they make a lot of mistakes. They are not able to succeed because they don't understand the culture, etc. We would like to cover that as well. Now, in order to succeed in any kind of career change, you need to build relationships with recruiters and headhunters in your target location. So I'll be probably commenting more on that, and I would like you also to give some insights on that. Okay, and of course. I'll come up with some questions, and obviously a surprise at the end. Now, Nadia, if we can start with why is Middle East a good expert destination?
Beta, as you know, it's an emerging market and it's expanding. We have a few differences in culture between the West and the Middle East. So let me say that I'm talking about the Arab speaking Middle Eastern countries at the moment.
Okay.
It is a challenging market. There is opportunity, there is need for the knowledge from the West. So projects are opening almost every day. new opportunities. So few of these countries, it's like a multicultural market now. So I see a big opportunities for Western work in the Middle East.
Fantastic. Nadia, first of all, you are a woman yourself, okay? And a lot of, I mean, we all we are aware that there are a lot of stereotypes, negative stereotypes about women working in the Middle East. Well, do you think it is harder for a woman to succeed in the Middle East, or is it more or less the same? If you can, offer some insights on that, that would be great.
Better. I'm talking from my point of view. Of course, there's stereotypes, especially in the Western media, that women they have difficulties,
Hmm.
can do what they like or they want to do. I can say that as a woman in 2015, there is difficulty, there is a gender gap, but I can say we can apply it in the West and in the Middle East.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
my advice, if you want to succeed in the Middle East, the only thing that you need is the will to succeed.
Okay.
You will see the difficulties. You will have everyday problems to solve, but it's not as some of the media refers to that it's difficult. Me, myself, I was working many years in the Middle East. Opportunities are offered to me, businesses are closed. So I don't believe that because you are a woman, you can succeed.
Hmm.
If you have the will, you will succeed. The
I
people that are well, opportunities are open. But as in every place in the world, there is difficulties for women.
Okay, okay, fantastic. Nadia, well, in fact, if I have been working with clients from the Middle East, both men and women, and we tend to work with men more often than with females. Now, I've never had a problem understanding or working with senior executives coming from the Middle East, and obviously their background was very diverse. Some of them were well educated in the West, or some of them were educated and lived and worked in the Middle East. So I don't think, as you rightly say, there are a lot of negative stereotypes. Now, what we also observe in Europe, I mean, you belong. So to say, to both cultures. You were brought up in Greece, and you have sort of Arab Greek background. Now we both know that Western Europe, or the West, so to say, it has got its problem. There is a smaller representation, for example, of women in top executive positions. Probably the percentages are very, very similar. Okay, and in both Middle East and Western world, we observe a lot of programs to help women to succeed. Now, as you are saying, the only thing you need is the desire to succeed. Is that right, Nadia?
Exactly. And if they know that you can do the job and you can solve the problem and you can bring benefit to the company, you will succeed. So, as in every point and in every place in the world, if you have the will, uh, you will do it. So it's let's say um, it's from uh, inside you. So try to do your best, understand the culture, and you will succeed. It's not because you are a woman or a
Okay.
man.
Okay, Nadia, fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, if we can sort of think of some top tips that you would give to Western professionals, trying to go abroad, what would it be? What do you need to know, before you decide to go on this journey? A lot of people are afraid of sort of a very strong relationship between business and government, because we talk hear about two things. First of all, Western expats going to the Middle East and maybe joining companies, or businesses going to the Middle East and trying to expand their activity. You have a lot of experience in both. So is it really so difficult to manage your business, or is the government really interfering very much into a business relationship? What is your comment to that?
Look, Beta, for every country, it's a different situation. It depends. The Arab countries or the Middle Eastern countries that speak in the Arab language, it depends. Every country is a different market. So let's
Okay,
say we have 22 different markets
okay.
in this area. So we take it differently. We take it per market. We study the market. We study the business that's trying to expand or move to the Middle East. So every case we take it different.
Okay, Nadia. So if I can summarize it, you would advise for
Mhm.
businesses to do their homework and
Exactly.
research the market very well, and maybe find a partner, a company like yourself, who can help them, to get some business intelligence. Is that right?
Exactly. And what we do in non-office, we try to please both sides. We want a win-win situation. So we see the Western company or individual who's trying to expand in the Middle East, and we search from the other side a local partner who's interested, who's willing to have this cooperation. And we help to join both sides. So we are bridging here the activities. And as I always say that in the Middle East, it's not business to business, it's human to human.
Okay, yeah, it is a relationship. It is a relationship dominated culture. So, I mean, you oftentimes talk about it in your blogs that in order to do business in the Middle East, you need to build relationships with people first before you jump into business. Now, if you can comment maybe on some other cultural differences. So, obviously, relationship building is very important. What are the other, let's say, inherent conditions for a business to be successful in the Middle East, for a Western business to be successful in the Middle East?
Yes, but first of all, you have to do your homework. You have to know where are you going, what's going on in the country. You have to understand the culture. It's never just a business. If you meet your local partner, engage in small talks, learn a few Arabic language to approach them. Not that if you don't know Arabic, you can't do business in the Middle East. Most of the Middle Eastern people, uh, especially the new generation, they know English, they know French. So most of them are well educated. So it's not must to learn Arabic, but if you know Arabic and a few local terms, it will be easier for you to approach them.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
my point.
Absolutely. Would you agree that in order to be successful in the Middle East, you need to respect the local culture and the local sort of business environment? Um,
Yes, this is
abs
number one, Binta. This is
yeah,
number one.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
as I always said, remember you are a welcome guest. Let me tell you that if you go to relatives or friends, you go to their house, you feel welcome, you can do whatever you want, but you don't change the way they live. So you have to respect where you're going. So they will respect you back. They will work with you when they see that you are respecting them, the culture, their businesses. So it's a win situation. If you want to do business in the Middle East, you have to accept and respect the culture.
Fantastic. Nadia, if you can comment on how to work efficiently with the nationals, because a lot of people find it difficult. There's slightly different work ethics or business environment. Uh, if you can, I mean, what makes you successful while working with the locals, because you worked in Algeria, you work in Libya, in Lebanon, etc. Now, what makes you successful as a manager?
Better, I take it very simple. You want to do your business, what you have to offer, what they have from the other side. And then here we are talking about the business, so you have to prepare your business. We do like rebranding and branding, especially for the Middle East. We call it Arabomafia. It's cultural, language, branding package that we do. So at the beginning, you have to study your business before going to the Middle East to see, are you in need in this country? Maybe you are in the West, but in this country, no need for the services, no need for, or there is a challenge, or there is a big competition. So we have to study this. Next, we will, if you start working in the Middle East and you have the local partner or a kind of cooperation there, you have to respect the people that you are working with, and they will respect you in return. So you want to negotiate, you can negotiate as hard as you can, but with respect. Don't show the people that you're talking from another level, there, another level. They will not do the same to you. If it happens, you take it professionally. So it's the way you approach the people, the business people. Some of them, they are Western educated, and they know the European and international way. But others, they will, maybe you are the first person to cooperate with. So try to approach with the way that you will wish everybody to approach you. So it's
Mhm.
I think in this case it will be a win-win situation.
Okay, fantastic, Nadia. Thank you so much. Now, from our perspective as career management consultants, there are obviously different routes to the market. You can expand your business if you are an employee and if you are looking for a job. I mean, obviously, the Middle East and North Africa, as we call the MENA region, there is a great demand for high skilled professionals. I mean, there are exciting projects going on in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia, in the UAE, and the scale of this project is absolutely is large, and oftentimes, for example, there's a big demand for project managers, for construction professionals, for medical professionals in many of those countries, and in many ways, Western Europe or is saturated with this kind of expertise. So oftentimes, professionals who may find it difficult to get a job in their own country, they will be more than welcome, and they can have a very fulfilling career in the Middle East. Now, to make it happen, you need to be a candidate in demand, a candidate that attracts attention of potential recruiters, headhunters, and hiring managers. So obviously, there are a couple of conditions that you need to fulfill. Recruiters and headhunters do not work for you, they work for the company. So make sure, if you want to make a move, make sure that you look attractive, make sure that your CV and your LinkedIn profile looks really interesting and sort of tells your story.
Yes.
Make sure that your CV and your LinkedIn profile really show your expertise, and then you can become a must-have candidate and get a job basically where you want to. So this is something that is very, very important to remember. And as you rightly said, there is a big demand for high level professionals across the globe. Now, how
Yes.
about networking? I mean, obviously, networking is important for both business and individual career move. Is networking very important in the Middle East, Nadia? If you can comment on that.
Yes, but the Middle East now it's going with the global system. So everything you find it in the West, you will find it in the Middle East. So
Okay.
it's following the networking, the social media, the e-marketing. Yes, maybe it's emerged market, but everything is it's going on. So it's important. The personal and the direct connection, it's preferred in the Middle East to close a deal, to meet a partner, but it's a way that I see from my network and partners and contacts that they approach me for new ideas, new businesses. So yes, it's going on and it's very active. A lot of people are involved in this field. They use it to expand their businesses and companies and connections. So it's following the global system.
Trends.
It's not because it's the Middle East. It's not there. So
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I do agree. I think the market has become globalized, so both in business and in terms of career progression, it is a very good destination. So you can either consider expanding your business, or you can consider making a move to one of those countries and become an expert and make your career bulletproof. Now, obviously, as I said, I mean, Nadia. First of all, I'm very, very grateful for your insights. I know that we can talk forever, and you have a lot to share. Now, what I would like our listeners to do is do get in touch with myself and with Nadia. You can get in touch by LinkedIn and find me on LinkedIn. And you can get in touch with Nadia as well. We will be both very, very happy to share our insights. Now, as I said, we are career management consultants, and a good start for a career move is to start with a CV. So at the moment, we are offering discounted services on both CVs and LinkedIn profile writing and training. Therefore, whether you are an individual wishing to go abroad, or you are a business and you want your LinkedIn profile to look good, do not hesitate to contact us. Go to www.mentoreu.com and check our services, or book a consultation. Now, Nadia, you are also available on LinkedIn, and you're also available for consultation. So maybe you can tell a little bit more how people can find you.
yes, you can find me on LinkedIn, and we are offering a package called Arabo Mafia, which means in Greek learning Arabic, knowing the Arab. It's a package specialized for companies and individuals want to expand their activities in the Middle East. We do branding, rebranding, whatever it's needed for your business and yourself, either to connect with clients, to connect other businesses, to check the market, to have a market study. We offer this package. It's called Arabomafia. You can find it on our page, and our office called Non Office. So you'll find it www.nonoffice.com.
Okay, fantastic, Nadia. Thank you so much for your time. I would like to thank all our viewers for spending the time with us, and I'm going to invite you to more webinars or panel discussions, and where we will explore different business related topics with our invited guests. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Beta. Bye.
Thank you.